Marco's given 3 chefs the chop.
You're sacked.
1 chef resigned. And last night, your vote sent Naomi home.
Let's go! On order 2, crab. Yes, Linda.
Yes, Marco.
Everyone's tired.
I really feel like fucking off now.
Go with it.
Yes, Marco. I find them quite rude sometimes. It's just fucking rude. It's Bux, my surname.
I think it's very funny when they start getting sulky.
I didn't sulk.
I was close to exploding to kind of protect her.
Daniel.
Danielle, whatever your name is. Bux.
Oh, Bux.
Tonight, 1 more must go.
Genius.
Hello and welcome to Hell's Kitchen. It's Saturday night, a time for relaxing with your friends, putting your feet up and enjoying a drink. Well, if you're Naomi, it is, because last night she was made to regret telling her little boy he couldn't use the phone while she was away. Naomi came last in the vote, leaving Aid, Linda and Danielle to fight it out for a place in the final. I say fight, but it's the sort of fight that involves holding hands, hugging and mutual support. But as they waited for the result, they knew it could be any one of them, except Marco, or the chubby bloke you see hanging about in the background. Oh, it was awful standing there with just everybody looking at you in the restaurant. I didn't like it at all. I felt like a lamb to the slaughter. It was worse than Marco's sacking table, actually. God, can you hold my hand? Because I'm
Never been shot before? I have to say I wasn't nervous at all, mainly because Danielle was so nervous that all I could do was feel her hand shaking in mine. Well, you're shaking.
I convinced myself I was going tonight. My bags are packed. I've run out of clean underwear.
The first person saved by the public is Danielle!
I was glad if I was saved, I was called first. It's a shock. Tonight was the biggest surprise of all for me. I'm just shocked. I'm just a bit speechless, actually.
The second person who can return to the kitchen is... It's Aid!
I think I'm aware of kind of shouting yes or something when my name was called.
Shit.
Consciously, I'm blanking it out, trying to make it completely meaningless to me so that I don't start to cry.
Leaving Hell's Kitchen for good tonight is...
Well, it's horrible because you don't want your name being said, but you don't want their name being said, and you're torn. You're happy they stay, you're sad they leave. It's a very unusual thing.
Naomi!
Oh.
Don't be sorry, honestly, don't be sorry.
I thought Naomi was a winner. I thought she, I was convinced she would win.
Oh, don't be upset without you. Don't be upset.
And I was choked that she's gone because we sort of keep each other up in here.
See you later, bye guys, thank you.
How would it feel to be part of Hell's Kitchen's menu? Not too good if you're a lamb, a chicken or a baby tiny cow, but a real honour if you're one of our celebrities.
Good morning.
Good morning.
You've come a long way. It is now time for you to create your own dish for the Hell's Kitchen menu. I want each of you to create either a starter or main course dish by applying everything you've learned so far. The best dish will be added to tonight's menu with your name on it. You have 45 minutes from the time you enter the kitchen.
There was a lot at stake. I mean, I suppose everybody would like their food put on Marco Pierre White's menu in his restaurant. We were all really focused this morning because we all wanted to do quite well.
The mission was to create a dish which was worthy of the menu. But let's not forget, if none of them are good enough, they won't be going on the menu. Hello, Nick. Come and sit down and watch. Genius.
Because the dish was meant to be about us, you know, a signature dish. It was meant to be something quite personal, so I think there was just a lot of thought going into it.
I chose a starter. I got the original recipe from John Wayne. My ex-husband was good friends with him, and we used to go to Newport Beach, and his wife Pilar used to cook amazing things. So I did the crab dip. It's always a success.
What's Linda making?
I think she's baking a brick.
It's a lovely bit of salmon. I was under pressure to create something good, and special and good aren't always the same, because good can be very simple. So I decided to cook something that I've cooked a lot of times before. Salmon was steamed in its own kind of lemony, marinated juiciness.
Oh, come off it, you annoying toad. I decided to cook pumpkin soup, which is something that my Grenadian gran, Nani Gali, taught me how to cook.
I like Naomi's.
What is it?
It's authentic, isn't it? Pumpkin soup made with squash, because there's no pumpkins.
Okay, that's smart.
I did sea bass with roasted tomatoes, spinach and aioli. Do you think you need some more oil?
I would put just a little bit more. You don't want it runny, but you need it.
I messed up my aioli again. Basically, I can't get the consistency right. It's either too much egg or too much oil. Will you add some more oil if I whisk?
Yes, of course I will.
I just don't know what's going so
That's all
wrong.
right. It's not wrong.
Linda, bless her, was trying to help me. We were putting the oil in, we were trying to whisk it out.
It's thick. You don't have enough oil in it.
They think it's going to get thinner by adding more oil.
This is just getting...
Is this the only one they have?
Yeah, this is just getting thicker though.
Which one's Dreyfus and which one's Clouseau?
Yeah.
How do we get you off prettily?
It's stuck, is it?
Ow, ow. Ah. Oh, God. Oh, God, oh, God, oh, God, oh, God, oh, God, oh, God, oh. What a twat.
I told you she was baking a brick.
What is that?
It's a brick. I think the biscuits are the insurance policy, just in case you don't like the crab souffle.
I would love my crab dip recipe on his menu. It would be quite an honor.
Now, this is going to be interesting. If I feel one of the dishes is good enough, it'll go on the menu tonight. And your name will be on the menu, next to mine. That's only if it's good enough. I see you had a few problems.
Yeah. It probably doesn't look great, but I like rustic. I like things where you see you haven't tried too hard.
I can see that.
Once Marco looked at it, he sort of gave me the look of, you've messed it up again.
Interesting. What is it?
Crab dip.
Crab dip.
Mm-hmm. With Parmesan cheese, scallions, let's see, Tabasco.
I can tell. It's very nice. 8.
It's not good.
I'll be the judge of that.
It's overcooked.
It's fine.
Because I was trying to be poncy, because it's possible inclusion on the menu, I just made it a bit boring somehow.
What is it?
It is usually pumpkin soup, but this one is butternut squash soup, which I've never ever done with a butternut squash before. And this is something that my Nani Gully, my Grenadian gran, taught me how to cook.
This dish will be on the Hell's Kitchen menu tonight. We'll tweak it a little bit, but it's good enough.
Oh my God! To have someone like Marco, in terms of his talent and status as a chef, put my dish on his menu, for me, that's, yeah, I haven't got the words. Can you believe it? I haven't got the words to describe how that feels.
The reason why I chose it is because firstly, it will give the diners insight into the world that you came from. Secondly, it's delicious.
Thank you.
What are you going to call it?
Can I name it after my nan?
Of course you can. Then underneath, we will write prepared by Naomi.
Okay. Wow. I'm really, really, really happy. I'm really thankful to Marco, and I really hope my nan's watching, and yeah, I hope it makes her proud.
Here you are, look at this. Celebrity speciality, pumpkin soup, maniguli, made by Naomi. That's signing because that's the first one.
Oh, thank you so much.
There you are.
Oh,
well done.
Thank you. Oh.
I'm joined by Huey from the Fun-Loving Criminals and the very beautiful, like freakishly beautiful Melanie Sykes.
Hello.
First off, Huey, who, I love the fact, number one, that you're a fan of the show. Who's your favourite? Who have you been, because you can vote.
Well, yeah, I can vote now.
Yes.
Because I have residency in this country, which
yes.
is nice. I was always a Young Ones fan.
Yeah.
And Aid is kind of like my man, you know, minus like the stars stuck into his head. He's doing really good too, and you can tell he cares. You know?
Yeah, okay.
But my wife, unfortunately, likes Linda.
Okay, so you're fighting over the phone.
Yeah, we thought there were onions getting chopped in the kitchen. Wait till I get home tonight.
Okay, fine. Melanie, who's your favourite?
I love Aid, and for the same reasons. Also, he's so funny in the kitchen. He's also very, very good at what he's doing. But I used to love Vivian as well, and the studs and the jeans and the whole thing.
So everyone's agreed?
Yeah.
No debate,
No
just
debate.
in loving?
Because Aid will headbutt a wall. Didn't he do that a whole bunch of times?
Yes, but not here, thank goodness. Thank you very much. Now, it's the question we're all asking. Who is Marco Pierre White? He's an enigma wrapped in a mystery, wrapped in bacon. You could call him a complex psychological rissole.
Are you ready?
Yes, Marco.
Yes, Marco. Yes, Marco.
It's a kind of magic.
Who is Marco?
Yes, 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 yes. Magic.
I've been in the same room with him for 2 weeks. So you get to kind of understand someone. I think, a bit.
I know who Marco is.
He's a wizard in some ways.
He does kind of transfix you. He's a kind of magnetic personality.
Great words.
Marco's always been a cult, hasn't he? Cult, I said.
It takes longer to sack a person than kill a crayfish.
When he talks, he's totally captivating.
A watch is a guideline. It's not a rule.
It's like being in front of a shrink.
True success is self-discovery.
What is going through that crazy head? You'll never know.
Strategy will compensate for talent, but talent will never compensate for strategy.
He definitely is a complex man with fascinating qualities, unique qualities.
A tree without roots is a piece of wood. A tree without roots is a piece of wood.
A cricket bat with roots is just a tree.
He's sensitive, he's strong, he's bright, he's charming, he's funny. He is irresistible.
I admire that.
Thank you, Marco.
Do you want to go in there or do you want to stay here?
Stay here.
Marco's incredibly sexy. I can see why the ladies go for him. There's something very sexy about people that use their hands like that in that kind of venal way, kind of wild animal. I wouldn't be surprised if he dragged the odd person off by their hair and took him to his office.
Excuse me, Marco, we're really sorry.
Marco, every night, has women coming up to the pass. Clearly, women seek after him.
We just wanted to say to you that we think that you're very sexy and we love watching you.
He's just got so much charisma.
You look beautiful, trust me.
I've never met anyone like Marco,
You are fantastic.
and I doubt that I ever will. He's a one of a kind.
I'm Marco. Simple as that. It's a full-time job, 24/7, being myself.
My ears are bleeding, that's Marco, and we know there are 3 things he doesn't give a damn about. Being polite, brushing his hair, and puddings. Marco's idea of hell is a long train journey with Nicky Clark eating a choc ice. So his second task of the day was to ask them to come up with a pudding for the Hell's Kitchen dessert trolley. Probably because he couldn't be bothered, but maybe to see what the puddings would tell him. I'm sure he's going to find them all interesting.
We need you to make a dessert for tonight, and Marco will choose the best one for the trolley. Okay. And you can use anything on this table. You can do whatever you wish. Go mad. Enjoy.
I made an Eton mess, which, if you don't know, whip a bit of cream, fold in a bit of icing sugar, bits of broken meringue and a bit of fruit, and there you are.
I thought I'd go for trifle because I could see all the bits there, so it just was sort of blaringly obvious to me, no other reason.
I made 2 things that I thought were desserts. It was with meringue, with kind of a bittersweet chocolate on it, with fresh strawberries and whipped cream, and I layered it like a little pie.
So,
I get nervous when Marco's judging my food when I'm not quite sure what I've made. I don't quite know what the term pudding means. Does it mean an actual pudding like a custard, or does it mean in a glass?
pudding means...
Dessert?
Something sweet afterwards.
In English.
Oh, okay.
She was confused by the word pudding. Mind you, there are a lot of words that confuse her, not just pudding.
What do you call them in America?
Desserts.
Desserts.
The general term, desserts, and then they fall
You don't
into
use the word
category.
pudding.
Well, pudding, we have chocolate pudding, vanilla pudding, banana cream pudding.
And what type of pudding is this one in front of you?
Well, it's not, it's a dessert, because that's why I thought it was just the name for a dessert. He was trying to explain to me what a pudding was, and I didn't understand the word. Sometimes, as strange as it sounds, I don't know what you guys mean when you speak English.
What's it called?
Is he called?
What's it called?
What's he called?
What's it called?
What's he called? What's he called?
She gives us so many laughs. Bless her, there's so many words. She keeps saying wanker all the time now. She thinks it's like totally acceptable because she obviously doesn't really know that it's quite offensive.
Good morning, Linda. Sometimes confuses her. Ha man, Linda? What are you saying? Wanker.
Nice pudding, Linda.
Oh, good.
Tell me about this.
It's a sort of trifle. I've never made any desserts. But I know trifle sort of looks like that.
It's quite pretty, isn't it? Very alcoholic. I don't think you'll be giving this to your 7-year-old.
No, I sort of need that myself.
Come on. Eat a mess.
No.
No?
It's called AIDS Bloody Mess.
I kind of like them all. It's between Danielle and AIDS. Danielle's one.
Yeah, I think
well
so.
done.
Thank you.
You've got to make 10 now, Danielle.
Okay, yes, Marco. I won the pudding challenge with my trifle. I was really, really pleased with that. I did actually think it looked the best without blowing my own trumpet.
Danielle, one last question.
Yeah.
What would you like to call this?
Oh.
Oh.
I don't know. I don't even like trifle, you see.
Why don't you call it that? I don't even like trifle. Prepared by Danielle, whatever her surname is.
Do you want to set up?
Do you know what? I really feel like fucking off now.
Why?
I just find them quite rude sometimes.
Who?
I was a little bit tired. I thought that he did it just to make me feel a bit stupid. So we sort of got my blood boiling a bit.
Yeah.
He went, what do you want to call your trifle? I said, I don't know, I don't even like trifle. He went, why don't you call it Danielle? Danielle doesn't like trifle. Danielle, whatever your name is.
Oh, that's unkind.
It's just rude.
Yeah.
It's just fucking rude.
Sometimes I think he doesn't even know that he's being rude. It's a kind of Yorkshireman's way, isn't it? That I'll speak my mind, I'll say what I think, and often you think, I wish you wouldn't.
Danielle?
Yes, Marco?
Just take the whole bowl. Just take the whole bowl so you don't break them up. Not my advice, just use raspberries.
It's Bux, my surname. B-U-X.
For you, eggs.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
Danielle's furious he doesn't know her second name, but to be fair to Marco, he hasn't even learnt her first name. He's been calling her Daniel for the last 2 weeks. Fortunately, you don't have to know their second names to vote for them. You just need the numbers. If you're not sure who to vote for, maybe this will help you decide. First up, it's Daniel.
I think it's really important, actually, that I'm in the final. I've sort of become Marco's right-hand man now, and man being the right word because he calls me Daniel.
One tartar, Daniel. Where's my crab, Daniel? Well done, Daniel.
And I would really love it if people would vote for me again, because it's just really made my... Well, it's just been amazing that people have voted for me, and I'm really quite shell-shocked.
I did, didn't it?
Well done. It's for Mr. Jim Davidson, so you can fuck it up if you want. Why does Marco need me? I don't know why, but I've done fish every night apart from 3. Ow. And I'm flatter myself to say I'm quite good at cooking tuna.
3 turbot in 1 tuna with it.
Yep. So, you know, I'm his fish bitch because I'm bloody good at it. Yeah! Give us more! Linda, 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 Linda! I want my crab!
What was that? Nothing would please me more than to win this. I am a good contributor. I'm a hard worker.
Where's my crab? I want my crab. The customer's asking for the crab, Linda.
I feel like I've been given so much.
Shout coming through.
Coming through.
Scream coming through.
Coming through. If I didn't win, I'd still be grateful.
It's been 2 long weeks of relentless hard work and repetitive menial tasks, and frankly, I'm knackered. And so are they.
Everyone's tired right now.
Anybody want a coffee?
Just give me a quick espresso, could you?
Diego, 2 double espresso.
I don't think I've ever been this tired. I'm really, really, really tired.
Marco, are you ready?
Yes, send them in, bring them in.
Hello, good evening.
It's rammed.
Hello, my lord, how are you?
On order, 2 asparagus, 1 kibbers, 1 crab.
Yes, Marco.
Come on, please.
I think it's harder to do our job when we're on fire and moving, and then suddenly there's a lull, because you tend to kind of just relax, and then when the next wave comes in, you have to rev up again and get going. It makes you a little tired because you're starting and stopping and starting and stopping.
On order, 2 crab, 3 crab on order, 1 parfait on order. Yes, Linda.
Yes, Marco.
Yes, Marco.
Linda was tired in service, but as always, Linda tries hard. Go, go, go. I'm waiting for the crab. I think one of Linda's problems is that she concentrates so hard in what she is doing that when I'm shouting on orders, she doesn't hear.
1 crab, 1 crab only, 1 crab.
Oh, I thought you said 2 crab.
1 crab.
Oh my God.
Just to check, you've got 4 turbot in the steamer, yes?
2 turbot in the steamer.
I was a zombie when we started because I was so knackered. Oh, you called another one?
No, I've called the same table and recalled it.
Oh, shit. It feels like someone's inflating a football inside my head.
1 turbot, 3 tuna, 1 veal, 2 veal, yes?
You've lost me. My brain's gone.
Aid, you've got 2 turbot going now, yes?
I've got 2 turbot. I've got 4 altogether
yes,
in
then
there.
2 straight after that, 2, yes?
That's right, yes.
Then after that, 2, I want another one in.
OK.
Then when that's been in 2 minutes, put 2 more in.
Right, you are. Tuna, turbot, fennel and asparagus occupies my brain. I mean, I'm up to my limit of jobs. Can't do any more than I'm doing.
Danielle last night, she wasn't her usual self.
Do you have any more somewhere? Do you want me to go look and see?
Well, they're all shit anyway, to be honest.
She struggled. She lacked lustre. She didn't have that spring in her step. She did the bare minimum, but we got through. Take it back! Why are you sending me 2 tartar? I asked for 1. Give me another tartar. Sorry, I need another tartar. My mistake. My mistake. Give me that tartar back. I think she was rather upset with me because I didn't know her surname.
Just reload it. What? Oh, sorry.
Then 2 more turbot in, then 2 more turbot. With 1 veal, 1 lamb for Lord Bath. Lord Bath.
Marco, hello.
How are you? Nice to see you. Lovely to have you in the house.
There were a lot of toffs in, apparently.
Thank you so much.
Glass of champagne.
We've got gull's eggs specially for you. Gull's eggs.
Gull's eggs. Gull's eggs? Gull's,
With mayonnaise and homemade celery
I
salt.
love them. There's nothing I don't love.
He looked weird. It did look very weird.
I love having lunch on the lawn.
Yes.
With Lord Bath. It's delicious.
That's kind of how I'd expect Marco to dress, actually. Sort of eccentric and a bit mad.
There's everything for you, Lord Bath. I'll come and see you after dinner. Lovely meeting you. God bless.
I had heard someone from the royal family was coming, but, I mean, you can't think about that while you're trying to get everything out.
I'm a great friend of Marco's, but I want to say that I think that you absolutely are fantastic, particularly watching you both clean up.
Was that strange bird with the orange bouffant hair and the blue suit the Queen's cousin?
Marco's such a friend of mine.
Oh, that's
and I've got
lovely.
such an admiration for him. I just think actually he's the best fish cook of anybody I know, which is why I had the turbot. Who cooked the turbot?
Me.
He did. That was perfection.
She was funny. She talked to us as if she was the Queen. We felt like we were having an audience. He seems very well connected, doesn't he? With the aristocracy for a man who grew up on a Leeds council estate.
Come on.
Bunch of toffs tonight.
Come on, bugger off.
So the phone lines are now closed. Please don't call, as your vote won't count and you may still be charged. This is the dining room of dreams. I'm now here with Nancy Delolio and the very clever Jason Gardner. First up, Nancy, thank you for talking to me. You and Marco, you're very good friends, aren't you?
We're friends. I would not say very good friend. We're definitely friends, yes.
Do you find him scary?
I find him sometimes scary as well, yes.
Would you ever cook with him if he went, oi, Nancy, let's knock up a risotto? Would you say, do you know, I'm just going to have a sit down?
No, I would love him to do the kid cooking. I think it's so very well protected to see him cooking. No, I will not take his place. No.
No.
Absolutely not.
No, quite. Nice to watch and nice to eat the food.
No, not to cook with them, no.
Jason, I know you've been watching avidly. Bless you for that. Who is your all-time favourite?
Well, hands down, it's got to be Linda Evans.
Has it?
I mean, well, because I grew up wanting to be Linda Evans. Do you know, the shoulder
You do
pads,
remind me of her, if that helps.
the power suits. I mean, she's so glamorous, you know, and when you grow up with somebody like that and then you see them reduced to working in a kitchen.
What you say reducing?
No.
What do you say reducing?
She's doing well.
It's a little beneath her. I'm sorry.
So well, vote for her, let her win. You see, vote for her and then you can make her a crown out of this lovely loofah. So what are your favourite memories of the series? Dancing herbs with your fingers, seasoning steak tartare, or watching a bunch of celebrities fighting and swearing at each other? I'll tell you this, I'd be disappointed if you were here for the food.
I think the highlight for me for the show, this series, has been the conversation between Marco and Jean-Christophe in the kitchen about Linda Evans' age.
How old is she, Luna?
30.
Marco was obviously winding Jean-Christophe up about her being 30.
30? Where do you see 30?
That's how old she is.
30? Yeah.
And Jean-Christophe saying she was 80.
You talking what, 70s, 80s, no?
What, you think she's 80?
I don't know, but...
You think she's 80?
I have to say, it made me really giggle, belly laugh.
I'm a bit in love with Marco.
Thank you very much.
The thing I love about him is the way he eats off a knife. My mum told me it was bad, and I know it's bad, but Marco does it. And that makes it good.
There's no moment like real tension on camera. And I think when everyone stood round and challenged Jodie.
Jodie, don't lie to me, please.
He's a fucking wanker.
When Aid said, I think you're a tosser.
I think you're a tosser.
It's like, wow, they're really annoyed at him.
There's no need to call me a tosser, Ed.
Well, I think you are, because you fucking lied to me and you've dropped me in it as well.
Marco giving Jodie a second chance because he saw a future in him.
My wishes are not to sack Jodie.
And he gave him the second chance and then he wasted it.
But let me tell you one thing, Jodie. 1 foot out of step, and I will sack you.
The sort of heart-wrenching moment was old Brucey going.
I want to hold you.
I just want to hold you.
The very fact that he was prepared to give up, possibly winning, because I reckon he could have gone the distance, for his wife.
I realized when my wife was sitting there, she needs me more than these people here.
Was something you can't knock it. You can't. Good for him.
God bless Bruce.
Thank you.
Nick, when he fell over, he took it like a man. Marco was going, well, how many? How much? And he was going, the whole lot.
What did you drop? What did you drop?
The whole lot, boss. The whole lot. The whole lot.
We need a whole lot again. And I feel for him. But he covered it up well. True waiter.
He's having a good time, is Nicholas?
Well, I think one of the most appalling moments is that little dumbhead going and complaining about the asparagus.
Did you read the menu?
It said asparagus, okay?
Yes.
But it didn't say 40 bloody asparagus, did it?
Who complains about too much food?
You think 40 stems is an acceptable starter?
Get a grip, get alive, too much. I tell you what, radical idea for you. Just put the stuff you didn't want aside.
One more chef is about to be sacked, leaving the final two feeling the most shocked that they felt since, well, about this time last night. But even with Naomi gone, the atmosphere was still tense, and that was all down to Daniel.
Weird, wasn't it? It's really slow.
You sulked all night.
I never sulked.
I think it's very funny when they start getting sulky because you don't know their surname. It's genius.
I didn't sulk. It wasn't about a surname. I thought, and obviously
Can I ask you
now
a simple
I was wrong.
question? Can I ask you a simple question?
Yeah.
Did you storm up to me
Yeah.
and say, my name's Buck?
No, because that's not my surname.
You did that? What's your surname?
Bux.
Oh, Bucks.
B-U-X. No,
See, I
and
still don't know what your surname is.
Yeah, and I don't care. It was the fact that I thought you said it to, like, I don't know your surname.
You belittled her.
No, I didn't belittle.
My words exactly.
I didn't belittle.
She felt very hurt, I know. So whatever it was, even if it was a mistake and unintentional.
I told you, I know nobody.
Yeah.
I don't know anybody. Nick, let's get it over and done with.
It's exciting bit.
Hi, Nicky Wicky.
Here you go. Now, what
How many soup did we sell
We
tonight?
sorted out trifles, that's all I know.
know.
Comments to the kitchen.
Comments of support.
Linda and Aid, I'm rooting for you both. Danielle, keep up the good work. Linda is the shining star of the kitchen. Aid, you have great facial expressions. Linda, you're great. Keep going with the crab. Go for it, gal. Danielle, focused, likeable, determined and talented.
Must try harder at games.
Yeah.
It's like a school report.
It is, isn't it? Well, this was Aid.
Could try harder.
Yeah.
I didn't like you at first, but you have really grown on me.
Hell. Hey. Like a barnacle.
There's a hard crowd out there, too. So your comments about your trifle?
Yeah.
Light, refreshing and tasty. Of course it helps that it's made by the lovely Danielle. I hate trifle. I didn't hate this. That in itself is impressive.
How many did you sell, Nick, by the way?
We sold 10 out of 10.
Sell them all.
10, yeah,
They went so quick, didn't they?
Everyone was asking for
the
it.
girls kept coming back.
I was really
asking.
annoyed because I had my eye on one, but...
Yeah.
Well, I was really pleased because I've been feeling a bit like none of my dishes have been very good lately. And Marco sort of said, oh, you didn't try with this or that. So I was really chuffed that it went down so well.
The overall score for starters is 8 out of 10.
Very good.
Very consistent. So the overall score for mains is 8 out of 10.
Very good.
Oh, 8 and 8.
Very
Amazing.
Good.
So we're doing all right, we're getting better. There's less of us. Too many cooks spoil the broth.
And the score for your trifle?
10.
10 out of 10.
Yeah, almost there, 8 out of 10. And that's just as good.
Well done.
Very good for your first
Okay.
dessert in restaurants.
Aid, Linda, Danielle, thank you for your constant hard work and support. And I understand when you're tired, it can be difficult sometimes. It's been a long journey in a short time. Well, well done. I hope you're going to go to bed early tonight.
Yeah.
We will.
So this is it. The phone lines are closed and the results are in. Good evening, celebrities.
Good evening, Miss Winkleman.
Good evening.
One of you two will have to leave.
One of us three?
One of you three, in even, good, will have to leave right now. The other two will make it through to the final. So in no particular order, the first person returning to the kitchen and cooking in the final is... It's Linda! Big applause in the room. Thank you, Linda. Back into the kitchen. Which means facing Linda in the final will be Danielle or Aid. And I can reveal that the second Hell's Kitchen finalist is... It's Aid! Congratulations, Aid. Danielle, I'm sorry you're leaving. Say goodbye in the kitchen and then come and join me. You can go in, give them a cuddle.
Thank you. I'm not going to shake your hand. Thanks for everything.
We'll see you on Monday.
Yeah. Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Look on the bright side. Shall I tell you something?
Yeah.
If I was in your position, looking at that, I think I'd want to go.
Danielle! Thank you. I know. Well done.
Thank you.
It must be so weird because we should also say that you've just done a full service also without Marco and then coming out here.
I feel like I should be there, really. I feel a bit bad.
I know. Well, I'm sorry. Are you gutted not to have made the final?
I'm not sure about gutted. Obviously, we've come a long way. I would have liked to have stayed a bit longer, but I feel like just getting into the final was just amazing for me. I never thought I'd get this far, so...
Yeah, I know. You were so sweet. You kept on in there going, I can't believe it, I'm still here.
No, I couldn't.
Still
Last night, I just thought I was definitely gone. I'd packed my bags, I'd taken my name off my door and ready to go. So I'm just chuffed to get to this point. Really, really, really chuffed.
Let's have a look at your time in Hell's Kitchen. Have a look at this.
You ready for the full impact? Yes, Marco, Daniel.
I'm learning from Marco Pierre White.
Memorise how I do it.
Wow, what an opportunity.
One tartar, Daniel.
That's not my name. He thinks I'm Daniel.
Daniel.
Daniel. Where's my crab, Daniel? Let's go, come on.
Bloody hell, this is a job and a half, isn't it?
Just go. Go with it. Danielle impresses me.
How long on the tour, Bob Grant?
She's tougher than people think she really is.
Did you enjoy your dinner?
Life is about pushing yourself, and that's what I want to do.
Well done, Daniel.
It's the hardest job I've ever done. I've learned so much.
Service. You know you could do that, did you?
Yeah. Met some great people. Just been one hell of an experience.
By the end, I have to say, you were a very different person because when you first came in, I kept on saying, can I go in there and give her a squeeze? Don't be scared, but you were so nervous.
At first?
Yeah.
I said today, it was like a horror show. He came out covered in blood with a big knife and...
Yeah.
It was just... I mean, look at him. He's scary, isn't he? Just to look at.
I know.
So I was terrified.
When you first came in, I remember, and you said at one point, I think I might faint. Here's a reminder of scared Danielle. Have a look.
Oh, so sorry.
Can I ask you a very simple question? Why are you nervous? How long? 3 crab.
You know what keeps going through my head? You made Gordon Ramsay cry.
Danielle, does that mean you want to do the pass?
No, Mark, I was just covering for you. I
Go.
know, I need some
Just go. That following, go with it.
That was my worst night.
Was it? Yeah, I know. Yeah. When he said, when you were a waitress, you were like, I am not happy with this at all. But after a while, you got more used to it, didn't you?
Yeah. Well, the waitressing on the kitchen.
Well, no, just him, really.
Yeah, I mean, now we've been laughing and joking and I sort of stand up to him now, so, well, sort of. Still a bit scared.
You definitely stand up to him because when he didn't know your surname, it was extraordinary. I was like, oh, that's a different Danielle. I'm not going to have a row with you.
It was a total misunderstanding. It wasn't my... Look, if I was really that bothered, he calls me Daniel all the time. It was a total misunderstanding. We both misheard each other.
OK.
So I don't care about the surname thing. It was
just a moment.
Absolutely,
Let's just remind ourselves of that moment. Let's have a look.
What would you like to call this?
I don't know. I don't even like trifle, you see.
Why don't you call it that? I don't even like trifle. Prepared by Danielle, whatever her surname is.
Do you want to set up
Do you know what? I really feel like fucking off now.
Why?
I just find them quite rude sometimes. He went, well, why don't you call it Danielle? Danielle doesn't like trifle. Danielle, whatever your name is.
Oh, that's unkind.
It's just rude.
Yeah.
It's just fucking rude.
Oh, what?
Oh, that's so bad.
No, it wasn't. What's the biggest thing you'll take away from this experience?
It's just been... The whole thing has just been such an experience. I don't know, I'm calmer. Absolutely, yeah. Learned so much in the kitchen. And learned so much about myself as well.
Have you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's just been incredible.
Okay, final question. Who would you like to win? I know it's a tricky one. One word.
One word. Linda, she never moans, she never...
Okay, all right. Thank you very much. Let's hear it for Danielle. So Danielle has gone. Aid and Linda are our Hell's Kitchen finalists. They have 2 days left to earn your support. Thanks for watching. Good night.